Welcome, seekers. You have made it to the Tarot Magicians channel. My name is Ricky, and today I bring you another pick a card tarot reading. I will channel a message from God for you seekers today. So God wants to deliver an urgent message to you, my beautiful seekers, and I will channel that message. Now, before we get started, I want to remind you seekers to sign up to my Patreon. My dream is to be able to bring the magical message of spirit to others using the transformative power of the tarot. The best way you seekers can help me do that is by signing up to my Patreon. You will also unlock many benefits like exclusive weekly pick a card videos released every Saturday. Also, you'll have access to any future behind the scenes footage, and you'll have a chance to be entered into the monthly raffle to win a free private reading with me. Thank you for your love and support, my beautiful future Patreons. The link is in the description below. Alright, so in front of you seekers, you have three groups. You have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. I want you to take a moment to select the group that calls to you the most, the group that jumps out at you, the stone that calls your attention. Take a moment to make your selection. The timestamps are going to be in the description below. Welcome, group number 1, to today's pick a card tarot reading, where I will channel a message from God to you. Alright, so before we get started, I want to remind you seekers to subscribe to the channel, to support the channel by giving me a like, by giving this video a like, and subscribing. So in front of you seekers, you have 3 cards. These are 3 archangels that God has sent down to provide you with a very important message. We are going to use tarot to really decipher the message further, but these are 3 archangels that are here to essentially provide you with something very important. So we're going to reveal each archangel one by one. So the first one that we are going to reveal is from the Fire Oracle, and we have here the Twin Iron. Interesting. Okay, so you know the twin irons, the twin archangels are very mighty indeed. These are in a sense the great twin angels, and they're known as great because they reside in the 6th heaven, and so together with one another they essentially constitute the highest council of judgment. Now, they are among the 8 ultra powerful angels, which have a rank that is superior even to that of the mighty Metatron. And the message that these twin iron have for you is to ask us to bring you clarity when the truth evades you. We can help you to discern the right choice when making an important decision, or when you are unsure of the highest course of action to take. With our help, anything remaining hidden will soon come swiftly out into the light. So that is their message to you. That is a very powerful message, if I might add. They want you to speak. They want you to use your voice to reach out and to say, help me, show me the way. As you can see, they're both blindfolded, almost as a symbolism of justice, and they're holding a scale. The scale is, there's a heart on one, there's a feather on the other. And so, in many ways, what they're essentially telling you here as well, just to, we'll take another closer look at this card before we unveil the other archangels. What they are trying to tell you here with this scale is that they're weighing you, they're judging you, they're looking at you. And so in many ways, even though they're present, They are very patient, and they're going to essentially help you come to your truth. They're going to help you along the way. The fact that they're both blindfolded is a symbolism of their patience. They're essentially telling you, look, we know that there might have been some things that you might have done or you might be doing now, and those things are things that aren't ideal for your development and for the world. But we know that you are working. We know that you're going to overcome this. We know that you will be victorious. We ask you to reach out to us. We ask you to use your voice to ask for help, and help will be given. The things that need to be exposed will be exposed. That is the message of these powerful twin angels. Okay, so let's go ahead and reveal the other archangel. So we're going to reveal an archangel from the Archangel Oracle deck. This is from Diana Cooper. Let's see what archangel is here to talk to you. Oh wow, we've got Archangel Christiel. And Archangel Christiel is here to tell you to connect with unicorns. Receive the white ascension flame. That's powerful. And so when you look at this card and you read that first part, connect with unicorns. Unicorns, to me and in history, are associated with God. They're associated with spirit. They're associated with the divine. And so you're being asked to connect with God. God is asking you to connect with Him, to pray, to ask, to seek. And things will be shown to you. Things will be revealed to you. You're being asked to take that road. Now, let's go ahead and reveal the final archangel. This is from the Karma Oracle deck. All right. So let's go ahead and reveal what we have here. Wow, you've got Archangel hope I say this right, Jeliel. And this is Archangel number 21. This is the Archangel of forgetting foes. This angel card shows that you must not pass on your misunderstandings from one generation to another. This is the archangel that promotes forgiveness and asks us to forget our regrets. We may learn from them, but tomorrow is another day. And so this archangel, in many ways, sees the challenges ahead of you. This archangel knows that the challenge is learning that if we do not change, change will not come. That is a challenging thing to really take in, to understand. Learning that if we do not change, change will not come. Now, the lesson that you will in some ways achieve or obtain once you vanquish this is, in your own heart, we alone can change. That's the lesson. The lesson that this archangel has for you and wants to communicate to you is that, in many ways, it's important to heal old wounds. It's important to forgive. It's important to forget. Also, I see a lot of regrets, Group number 1, you have regrets. Regrets for the past. Regrets for the things that you wish that you could have done but didn't do. Regret, regret, regret. You can't have those regrets anymore. You are being essentially given the white ascension flame here. In many ways, God is telling you, I've chosen you so that you can lead. I've chosen you so that you can take a different path, a higher path. And so it's important for you to stop regretting. Stop looking back at your past and saying, I wish I would have done it differently. Try and understand that the reason why you are here right now in this very moment is because of the decisions that you've made. And in many ways, even though you may not be where you want to be, there are lessons that you've learned that will aid you in the process, that will aid you as you move forward in your life, in your adventure, in your journey through this world. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw some tarot. I'm excited to get those tarots thrown. And we're going to use the Star Tarot. As you seekers know, I love the Star Tarot. So we're going to use the Star Tarot, and we're going to let the Star Tarot just tell us what's coming. God, talk to your people. What do you want to tell them? What do you want to tell them? Okay, so we have three very interesting cards here. We've got the Queen of Swords, we also have the Hierophant, and we also have the Four of Swords here present. And these are in many ways interesting because, you know, the Queen of Swords and the Hierophant are both reversed, and the Four of Swords is upright. And the question here is, what is coming? And so we already know that there's something that needs to be revealed. We already know that there needs to be forgiveness, and we already know that the archangels want you to connect with God. The archangels want to remind you that God is present and wants to help you. So the fact that we've got this Queen of Swords reversed, this is the representation of you. Okay? This is a representation of you. So there is worry at this moment for you. There's worry, there's doubt, there might be some fears, there might be some, I would say, there's this energy of, I don't know what to do. There's an energy of potentially having made the wrong decisions and feeling very upset about that. So we go right back to that guilt, right? So this is why right here, the Queen of Swords. So your mind is in many ways tangled up. You can't think clearly. You don't know what the next steps are. You wish that you did. You wish that things were a bit different, but they aren't. And so in many ways you are fearful of what is to come because you don't know. You really don't know. And it's frightening to you to think that something might happen that's unforeseeable and out of your control. And so what the message from God is essentially, what God is trying to tell you here, essentially, with this Queen of Swords reversed and now this Hierophant reversed, is that worry that you have at this moment is actually what's going to bring, in many ways, your downfall. You can't be a person that wakes up every day and is worried, because that brings on fears, it brings on anxieties, it brings on torment, and it brings this cloud of negative energy around you. And so, in many ways, how this Hierophant here, as you can see, with this Queen of Swords and this Hierophant, right? They're both connecting to God, right? Forget the faces. Let's look at what's happening with their mind, right? They're receiving knowledge. They're receiving insight. Where are they getting that insight and knowledge from? That's coming from God. And so the fact that these cards both came out reversed, God is telling you, listen, I'm not getting through to you. You can't hear me. You can't hear my voice. You can't see what I'm trying to give you, because you're constantly worried. You're constantly thinking of the things that might happen, but really aren't going to happen. You're constantly worried about what's around that corner, and you're constantly in this state of panic. And sometimes it's so subtle that you don't even realize that it's happening. It's become a state of mind. It's become a state of being. And so in many ways, this is very limiting. The only way that you can truly connect with God and receive the messages that God has for you is to bring and connect and just attract the energies of the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is a beautiful, beautiful card because it tells you, it talks to you about a deep, strong connection with Source, with God. And so what you have here is a Native American warrior who is resting. Nothing more needs to be said. Nothing more needs to be learned. The only thing that this Native American needs to do at this moment is rest. You might notice that he's resting on top of this salmon. The salmon is in Druid tradition, the first animal, which means that it's the most intelligent animal. It's the animal that has the most wisdom. And so you're resting on top of this salmon, which means you've already walked 1,000 miles. You've already completed some very important cycles in your life. You've learned some very important lessons. Now you need to rest on that knowledge. And you need to have an overwhelming faith that things will prosper, that things will get better if you're going through a bad period. And the only way that you're going to gain insight, the only way that you're going to be able to get away from the energies that are plaguing you, or in many ways energies that you don't want around you, are for your mind to be still to the point that you can connect and receive messages from God. So lay your swords to rest. Stop thinking, stop worrying, stop constantly tossing and turning in bed or just in life. I feel very strongly that for a lot of you people there is this quiet desperation, and that desperation is growing. And so God wants to liberate you from that. Okay, let's go ahead and throw some oracle cards, and let's see what the oracle cards reveal to us, what further information we can receive. So we're going to start with the Eyes of the Soul oracle. Okay. The message from this oracle deck is move away from a difficult situation. And so you have here a beautiful woman staring into the eyes of a stag, knowing what she is to do, understanding what she needs to manifest in her life. She stares at the stag, and the stag is a symbol of leadership. The stag is a symbol of mastery. This is an animal that has, in many ways, mastered themselves. And so you're looking at this stag and you're realizing that you must move away from this. You must take care of this before it gets worse. This is the only thing that's going to bring balance into your life. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw one more oracle card, and I want to throw a dragon's oracle card. This is from the Star Dragon Oracle deck, and I just want to see what the Dragon Oracle has to tell us. What information can we get from the Dragon Oracle? Culmination. Okay. So, interesting card. You've got here the number 27, and number 27, for me, number 27 is a very important number because it's the number in numerology that is kind of the table setter. It's the card of the foundations. It's the card of like the superstar, the all-star. It's the number. The number of solid foundations. And so what we have here, we have the keywords culmination, completion, and renewal. So this is a confirmation of what we've spoken with the archangels. This is a confirmation that if you do exactly what's been said here today, if you follow these laws, if you follow this advice, if you follow this guidance, in many ways you will have completion in your life. You will have mastery in your life. You will have the energy of that Empress, right? This is a very Empress kind of energy here, with the Strength card also associated with it. You know, we have here an energy of complete and utter renewal and completion, right? This is the culmination of a journey that's been traveled, a journey that's been fought, and won, right? This is victory. And so this queen, she sits in her throne, having mastered, having been victorious, having taken from this world essentially what she wants. And this is the energy of someone who in many ways has gone after what they want and has achieved. And so this is what's coming for you. This is what is present. This is what is around you and what has been destined for you to achieve and to get. And in many ways, the only thing that can keep you from obtaining that is yourself. It's your thought process. It's your mind. It's your mentality. It's the way that you function in the world. You know, where are your eyes in the world? What are you paying attention to? So, you know, we're reminded here again with this Eyes of the Soul's Oracle card that your eyes need to be focused, laser focused on what you want. And so I feel that a lot of you want leadership. A lot of you want to be successful. A lot of you want mastery. And you want to have a powerful voice. But sometimes, you know, you get a bit unfocused and you start worrying and you start telling yourself that this might not happen. It might not be possible. Things might not manifest for me the way that I want it to. And that scares you profoundly. But God is here to tell you that a place of true power and leadership has been set aside for you. You just have to keep your eyes focused on it. Keep your mind sharp. Think very clearly about what you want and keep thinking. Keep attracting that energy to you. And do not forget what the archangels are essentially telling you to do. Ask for help. You must use your voice and you must ask for help. That's the first step. You must connect with God. Ask for it. It's not enough to simply think it. You must ask for it. This is going to open a portal. This is going to open a connection. And once that connection is opened, it's important for you to start focusing on only the things that you want. Only the things that you want. Don't let any thoughts of negativity seep in. Don't let any thoughts of feeling like you're not capable or unable come into your space. You must eradicate that thought process immediately. Alright, so this is what I see here, group number 1. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Let me know in the comment section below if you did. Also, I want to remind you seekers to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already subscribed. Give this video a like as well. And support me on Patreon, seekers. Very important. Support me on Patreon. There's a lot of exclusive content there that you can benefit from. And you'll also be entered into a monthly raffle, which I declare the winner at the end of every month for a free private reading with me. So thank you, seekers, for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Again, comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Thank you so much, and bye-bye. Welcome, group number 2. Welcome to today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, where I will be channeling a message from God to you. Now, before we get started, I do want to remind you seekers to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and don't forget to give this video a like as well. Now, seekers, in front of you, you have 3 oracle cards. These are 3 archangels that God has sent to deliver a message to you. Let's go ahead and reveal them one by one. So we'll start with the archangel, or the Archangel Fire Oracle deck. Yes, that's the name. Let's see what we have here. Oh, wow. you have got the Archangel Christiel. This is, this is definitely quite a powerful archangel. There is a reason why this archangel is Christiel, and the name sounds like Christ. For the angel's name literally translates into Christ of God. So, this archangel is charged with bringing peace to the individual, especially when peace comes in the form of harmlessness. And so the message that this archangel has for you is a more peaceful time is coming to you. You have worked hard to create peace in your life and the lives of others. Trust that as you do no harm shall come to you. Beautiful message from this first archangel that has come to deliver an important message from God to you. Now we are going to go ahead and reveal the second archangel. This is from the Karma Angels Oracle deck. Let's take a look. Awesome. All right, you've got Serkiel. I like this. This is the card. This is the archangel of vindications. This is essentially an energy here of forgiveness and mercy. This is the archangel that tells you that you've been cleared of all suspicion. This is the archangel that tells you that there is no harm that's going to come to you. So it's very interesting. These two archangels have a very, very similar message. Okay. So this archangel wants you to accept what has been presented to you. So if there's anything that has been presented to you, if there's any offers, if there's anything in front of you that has been essentially given to you, or maybe you're mulling over some kind of proposal, really examine that very closely, because you're going to find that in some ways the reason you're getting that is because your time of peace and prosperity is in some ways here. And it's important for you to work as if something is true. So that's the second part of the message that Zedkiel has. Work as if something is true, and it can lead to it becoming true. Interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and reveal the final archangel. This is from the Archangel Oracle cards, the newer Oracle Archangel cards. And behind this card, we have Archangel Raziel. Wow, okay. Look at this. So Archangel Raziel is essentially here to tell you to seek and you will find. Be a wise one. Beautiful. All right. So my goodness, this is a beautiful message. I don't feel any kind of I don't feel like any kind of shadow. I feel so calm with your reading, group number 2, and the reason why I feel this way is because essentially what the archangels are telling you is, hey, listen, you're doing the right thing. You're doing the necessary thing. You're walking on the path of somewhat righteousness, and God has taken notice of that. God has seen what you're doing. God has, in some ways, even is trying to really help you, right? God is trying to pretty much tell you, look, you are aligned right now with my energy. And so therefore you will have success. You will have peace, and that will lead you to prosperity. Now, the balancing message here that I'm seeing comes from the Archangel Raziel. And that balancing message is for you to seek. Okay? So in your peace, which essentially God is telling you that you will have moving forward, you will have peace. You're being asked within that peace to seek. And the only thing that I can think of to seek is essentially the face of God. Seek the Spirit of God. Seek knowledge, understanding of God. Seek more. And also be wise when you do your seeking. And wisdom is knowing that you don't know anything. It's knowing that every single day that you wake up, You have to try and learn something new in order for you to keep moving forward, in order for you to take a step forward. So it's a constant seeking. The foolish person says, I know it all. I don't need to learn anything more. I have what I need. But the wise person says, I know nothing. Therefore, I will keep learning. Also, the wise person thinks for themselves, is able to look at a situation critically, see and examine all sides, and not succumb to the temptation of listening to the most extreme points of views, but to be a well-balanced individual and understand. That's what wisdom truly is. So you're being asked to be a wise one. And as you're seeking, as you're learning, as you're becoming more knowledgeable, make sure not to fall into any kind of extreme patterns that will lead you down this road of perdition. So, interesting, beautiful message. So we're going to go ahead and throw some tarot, and we're going to try and find some more information as to what is coming in your life. As you seekers know, I love using the Star Tarot. It's my favorite tarot deck. So we are going to go ahead and shuffle, and we're going to throw the cards. Group number 2. So we have a very interestingly enough, we have another archangel that is now showing their face here. This is Archangel Michael. And Archangel Michael is coming to us through temperance. Okay, so this is a very interesting card, and so these 3 cards are intertwined very, very beautifully, and so I can't talk about the message without really tying them all together, but I'll try. So what I'm seeing here with these cards is that you've been through some struggles, and when I mean struggles, I mean day-to-day struggles, and I feel like maybe people have depended on you for quite some time, and so you've put a lot of pressure on yourself. You've been depended, you've been a person that people look to essentially depend on, so they seek you out, they seek you for your wise counsel, they want information from you, they want help from you, they want for you to, in many ways, be there, be present, be available. And I feel like you've done that, but you haven't received back what you thought you would. And so I feel like maybe you put too much weight on what these people are in some ways saying about you. I feel like maybe there's people who expected more from you. You didn't give them what they thought that you would give, and so in many ways maybe they feel wronged by you. And they've said this to other people, they've communicated this to other people, or they've simply just let you know with little gestures here and there. Just they've let you know that they are unhappy with you, that they're just maybe discontent with essentially what you've provided to them. And so the reason why we've got these archangels showing up and telling you that you are vindicated, and telling you that within inside of you you will have peace and your life will have peace, is because of that situation, of that energy that's surrounding you, of people that are constantly trying to depend on you, energy drainers trying to take from you and not appreciating you in any way, shape or form. And so I feel like some of you almost feel as if it is your fault. You believe that it is. You believe that maybe you should have done more. You should maybe have been more present. You should have acted differently. You should have just been someone else. You should have been what they expected. for you to be. And so what the archangels are essentially here to tell you is that that's not true. That's not right. You are vindicated. You are vindicated. You did what you had to do. You acted in a way that you should have acted. And you should not be feeling bad about the decisions that you've made, about what you've done, about what you've tried to do. And understand with this King of Cups energy here, the fact that this king is reversed is that these people that essentially have tried to, make you feel inadequate, or maybe just make you feel a bit bad about yourself. These people are in some ways emotionally troubled. Or these people are in some ways toxic. They're emotional drainers. These people really want to take, but they don't really give much, right? These are the people that come when they smell that blood in the water like sharks, and they want to just eat. They want to eat what you are producing, what you are willing to give. And so they come to you because they know that you are incredibly smart. They come to you because they know that you are someone who is very value driven. And so you understand where you need to place your eyes in the world. You know what to pursue. You know how to pursue it. You know when to do it, how to do it. So there's this sense that I'm getting of you, group number 2, of a person that knows and understands where true prosperity lies. And you're moving towards that. And people see that. They identify that. They know that you're moving towards that prosperity. And so they want to cling on to you. But they also know that you are in some ways very soft, very gentle, very loving, accepting, emotionally available, a crying, a person that will offer their shoulder to cry on. They know that they can expect this from you. And so they're almost making you, or manipulating you, gaslighting you into submission. And you must not allow this. And for anything that you feel bad about, and this could be maybe mistakes that you've done, roads that you've taken that you wish that you didn't, it's very important to forgive yourself as well. That's the most important, one of the most important messages here with Archangel Christiel and Archangel Zadkiel. They're here to essentially tell you, forgive yourself, forgive others, and understand that you are going to have peace. So there is almost a promise that the energies that will not help you, the energies that will not serve you anymore, will be completely eradicated from your life, from your existence. From this moment forward, God is telling you, you will have peace. You will have it. And from that peace, you will be able to gain incredible insight. You will be able to become a true seeker, seeker of knowledge, seeker of light. And that seeking will ultimately lead you to a place of beauty. And so, temperance, go right back to temperance, is confirming to us that you will reach a place of balance, because maybe some of you right now at this moment are a bit unbalanced emotionally, and you're feeling a bit down, a bit depressed, just upset. You have not experienced a lot of peace and tranquility in your life, and you will start experiencing that moving forward. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw some oracle cards. I'm going to throw an oracle card from the Eyes of the Soul. Let's see what the Eyes of the Soul has to reveal to us. Okay. Interesting. So you have here, adapt to a new situation. This is beautiful. What this card is telling you is that there is something new coming into your life. There is a new adventure. There is a new way of being. There is a new process. There is a new mechanism for you to be able to grasp something. Something new is coming into your life. And so this piece has been very simply put. The archangels are saying you are going to have peace. Now that peace is going to, in some ways, be different. It's definitely something very different than what you're used to at this moment. But you will have that peace. And so in some ways, whenever there is this change, whenever there's this drastic change, sometimes there's friction because there's that adaptation phase. Now we have to get used to a new way of being. Now we have to try and find a new routine within this thing that we are kind of, living through. And so you're being asked to adapt. You're being told that that friction might occur, that there might be some energy there of, I'm not comfortable, or this is happening too fast. I don't know if this is the right thing. I don't know if this is what I should essentially be working towards. I don't understand what's happening right now. So that's the friction that I'm talking about. But you are being told that you will have peace and help. You've been vindicated. You will have peace. You will have help. You will have understanding so that you can move out of whatever situation comes your way. So the message of the eyes of the soul is to adapt to a new situation. All right, so let's go ahead and throw another oracle card. I want to throw an oracle card from the Star Dragon Oracle deck. I'm going to throw just one card. Let's see what the message is. Dominance. Oh, wow. Okay. So you've got a very powerful card here, group number 2. Very powerful card. Dominance. And so what this card is essentially calling for you to do and wanting you to do is to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in your abilities. Believe that you are capable of manifesting greatness in your life. Believe that you are going to do that. Believe that you are already doing it. See yourself doing it. Visualize it with all your heart. Understand that this is something that's already happening. So dominance, believing in yourself. This is the way forward. Group number 2. This is the way to true prosperity, true mastery. Believing in yourself. Adapt to a new situation. This could also be talking about, in some ways, changing from a job, moving to a new relationship, finding a new partner. So these are some things that you might consider. Again, take what resonates, leave the rest. But these are situations that are coming, and that there's definitely something new that's going to just bring you so much peace and happiness and joy. And at some point you might feel like, I'm not ready for this. But when you feel that, you must remember to tell yourself that you are powerful. You are capable. You can do this. You can rise above any limitation and be victorious. Believe in yourself, group number 2. Believe that you have the tools that you need at your disposal to vanquish any darkness that would rise up against you. And believe that the power of God is present all around you in every way. All right, so group number 2, that is what I see here. I want to thank you so much for watching this reading. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a like. And also support me on Patreon, seekers. I have a Patreon. It's a fairly new Patreon. It's about a month old. And I'm doing raffles there. I'm doing a monthly raffle for you seekers to win a free private reading with me. I already declared the winner for June, so congratulations to the winner. I've already reached out to them, and we're going to go ahead and connect, and I'm going to do a private reading for them. So you'll have a chance to win that private reading as well. You just have to become a member. Membership right now is $5 a month, and that gives you a lot. Every week I do a pick a card, what's coming up next for next week. So it's like a weekly prediction reading. And yes, join me there. Thank you, seekers, for your love, your support. I want to hear from you. If you have any ideas for any future pick a cards, I'll be more than happy to hear those. Leave them in the comments section below. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. May God bless you in every way. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 3. Welcome. So I've separated the 3 oracle cards that are essentially going to give us some insight into your reading. Now, before we get started, I want to remind you, seekers, to subscribe to the channel, to give this video a like as well if you haven't done so already. Thank you. Now, these are 3 archangels that God has sent to deliver a very important message to you in this pick a card tarot reading. So let's go ahead and reveal the first archangel. Metatron. Okay. My oh my. Metatron is a very powerful archangel. This Metatron is essentially said to have walked the earth as a human, and Metatron is known as the God's voice and as a divine mediator with humanity. Metatron sits at the very top of the tree of life, and so Metatron has a message for you. You are crowned with the light of God because you are the divine incarnate. Walk upon the earth as an angel, and life shall conspire to lift you up. Wisdom is always available to those who truly follow the integrity of their hearts. Powerful message from Metatron to you, group number 3. So now we're going to reveal the following card. This is from the Karma Angel Oracle deck. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what. Oh wow, okay, so you've got Raziel. Interesting. Raziel. So Raziel is an interesting card because this archangel is essentially here to tell you to not be so vocal about your projects, to withhold information on purpose, to not reveal that which you know to be true, or to not reveal essentially your plans, what you are going to do in the future. Don't reveal that just yet. It's very important for you to keep quiet at this time, to not let other people know what you are up to. And so one of the reasons why that is so important, and Raziel's here to pretty much tell you this, is because sometimes when you tell something to someone, it ends up not becoming true. Right? This thing that you thought, this vision that you had for yourself, in some way, shape, or form, it just crumbles in front of you and it does not become reality. And one of the reasons why I feel that that is true is because we all have magic within us. We visualize something, that thing that we're visualizing ends up happening. Some of the most powerful and influential people in the world, you will ask them, how did you get to this point? And they'll tell you, I always knew that I would get here. I lived it. I've experienced it. I've seen it happen countless times in my mind. Those people manifested these things. They brought it into existence. And so what ends up happening sometimes with very negative energy, I call these people dark holes. When you reveal something to someone, to a dark hole kind of person, your vision for your life becomes this obsessive, almost compulsive imagery in their mind. And so it almost pins you against them energetically, because they're thinking of what your life can be like. They're thinking of the vision that they wish for you and your life. And trust me, that vision is never going to be as good as yours. So it's a struggle of energies between the two. So it's important for you not to communicate your plans, your projects, even with people who you think are there to support you and love you, and you've been friends since childhood, and this is someone who I trust so deeply, and oh my goodness, how can I not tell them? They might even be a part of it. No. Keep these things to yourself. Let it happen, and then reveal the good news once it does happen. Alright, so let's reveal the third Archangel. This is from the Archangel Oracle cards, one of the newer from Diana Cooper. Let's take a look. You have got Archangel Faith. With faith, you are invisible. Believe in yourself. Beautiful message, alright. It's funny that we have the message from Raziel telling you don't need to tell anyone. Don't do this, okay? Don't tell anyone what your projects are, what your ambitions are. Just do it. And then we have here Archangel Faith telling you, hey, you are invincible. You can do this. Believe in yourself. Have faith that this will happen for you. Faith is a very powerful, powerful tool. Faith in the divine. Faith in God. Faith that there is something higher than yourself. Faith that God is powerful and willing and able to essentially grant you what you would like. Obviously, there's things that are for you. There's things that have been set aside for you to receive at a particular point in your life, because you do have a soul contract. You made an agreement, and you are here to develop yourself fully based on the agreement that you signed and that you have essentially wanted for with when you had all of your memories. But within that existence, it's important for you to just have this energy of knowing that things are going to work out for you, knowing that things are going to prosper no matter what. Whenever you find yourself in trouble, whenever you find yourself perhaps lacking in faith, ask for guidance. Ask to see. Ask for things to be revealed. We go right back to the message of Metatron. Okay, Metatron is the connection to the source. Metatron is the voice of God. Metatron is the mediator between two worlds. And so whenever you want information, whenever you want something revealed, whenever there's something dire that you would like for God to help you with, go ahead and ask for it. Pray to God. God is powerful enough to listen, to hear. And so it's important for you to take that energy. It's important for you to do this in order for you to be able to see the miracles, in order for you to be able to see the prosperity laid out in front of you, the opportunity. So seek that energy and you will find it. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw some tarot. We're going to see what else the cards reveal. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle first. We're going to use the Star Tarot. As you seekers know, the Star Tarot is my favorite tarot deck. Alright, so this is very, very interesting. I'm seeing that, with the Eight of Wands reversed, the Fool reversed, the Four of Pentacles reversed, there's definitely a journey that you need to take. Alright, there's definitely something that you need to in many ways come to a realization that's going on. And so one of the things is your inspiration. Okay, with the Eight of Wands reversed, what I am seeing here, what I feel intuitively, is that your motivation is non-existent. You're not motivated at this moment to bring about change and prosperity into your life. So you're lacking in that area. And so that energy of being unmotivated leads you to the energy that you're kind of under at this moment, which is the Fool reversed. This is almost a fear of getting started, or really not a fear, but mostly just this kind of existential reality where you just can't move forward, you can't prosper. Maybe you make a promise to yourself, you tell yourself that you're going to do this or you're going to do that, but you don't actually do it. You just kind of stay. It's like you're under this kind of stasis where you can't move, you don't move forward. And at the same time, you're not really progressing in any area. And so I feel, group number 3, that you have this desire to just build, to create, to prosper, but it's not happening for you. And one of the reasons why is the Four of Pentacles reversed. And so the Four of Pentacles talks about foundations. What is your foundation? Do you have a foundation that can withstand any storm that comes? Do you have a foundation that can essentially be built on a foundation that you can do whatever you would like with? And so with the Four of Pentacles reversed, the answer to that, unfortunately, is no. Not at this moment. You don't have the proper foundation. And I feel that, one of the reasons is because you might not believe that you can do it. You might be telling yourself that, no, I can't, there's too much struggle, no, I can't, unfortunately, it's not going to happen for me, I can't manifest this, I can't do this. And so there's this energy of I can't. And so this energy is in some ways connected to your foundation. If you can't tell yourself, yes, I can, I'm invincible, then you unfortunately are not going to be able to do it. And so it will lead you to the energy of the Eight of Wands reversed, which is feeling uninspired, feeling like you just unfortunately just can't do it. And you really truly, it's like you're living this every single day. This is your reality. I can't. And so what it leads to, it's almost like this physical depletion of energy, where it's like the world is out to get me. My home is out to get me. The people, they're out to get me. They don't want me to succeed. No one wants me to do good, right? It's like, and so you really believe that something is keeping you down. You believe that this energy of this world is just kind of working against you instead of working for you. And so in many ways, it stems from you and your belief system. You believe this, so therefore it is your reality. If you can shift your thinking, if you can start telling yourself, I can do this, I believe in myself, I am invincible. And if you can truly, with every fiber in your being, look in the mirror and believe that, then you will start seeing prosperity in your life. And so this is the message that the archangels have for you. This is the message that God has for you with these cards, group number 3. And it's important for you to start adapting this energy. It's important for you to start seeing this, because if not, then it's going to be very hard for you to tap into the energy of the Fool upright, which is new projects, new realities, new energies, new opportunities coming to you, presenting themselves to you. Now, the archangels don't want to discredit what you already know, which, yes, there are some people around you that unfortunately aren't wishing you very well. And so you are being told to be cautious with who you share information with. That is a part of this. But once you do that, once you come to that understanding, once you stop sharing your projects, your plans, your ambitions, what you're going to do with people, once you are able to address that, now you have to address your thinking, yourself. Where are you? What do you believe? Let's go ahead and throw some oracle cards, and let's see what the oracle cards reveal to us. We're going to start with the eyes of the soul, through the eyes of the soul. And let's see if we can get a little more information as to maybe what's coming. Okay, here we are. And here it is. Okay, so you have got the bringer of peace. Bring peace to troubled waters. It's a beautiful message. Bring peace to troubled waters. Number 14. Interesting card and an interesting balancing message for you here. So when I look at this card and I apply it to what we've already thrown through, to what we can see here, what I feel God is trying to tell you here is to, in some ways, even though you're going through troubled waters, it's important for you to see the goodness in that. And that is, I know that that's incredibly difficult, especially when you're currently going through those waters. I myself, I've gone through some trouble when it comes to my livelihood, when it comes to just the things that I've wanted in my life. My story has had a lot of downs, and so I didn't really start seeing any change until I told myself what's happening is a character building opportunity. What is happening is the opportunity for me to see what I should not do and what I should be doing, and how doing those things bring me different results at different times. And so it's important for you to, in any kind of energy that you're going through, any troubled waters or calm waters, and in all areas, bring peace. You yourself have the capacity of doing this. No one else is going to be able to bring peace to your life but yourself. And so you have to be able to rescue yourself first before God can step in and give you more illumination, because this is your life. So bring peace to troubled waters is the message here. Let's go ahead and throw a Dragon Oracle card. This is from the Star Dragon Oracle. And let's see what further messages we receive here from God. Transformation. Wow. All right. I like this card a lot. This is the card that promises that if you're able to bring these things into your world, into existence, you're going to go through a period of very heavy transformation. You're going to go through a transformation that's going to alter a lot of things. You're going to experience an incredible amount of success in many areas. You're going to be able to define yourself. And so I feel that maybe some of you that are watching this reading, you're thinking, who am I? What am I here to do? What is it that I am going to accomplish? How am I going to accomplish this? When? There's all these questions. And so you're in many ways looking to define yourself. You're looking for a transformation, and that transformation is coming. It's going to present itself to you. But you have to do the work. You have to go through the process here of shifting the energies around you, shifting your thought process, and building a foundation underneath you that can withstand true pressure. It starts with believing in yourself, having faith in where you are at this moment, believing that you are invincible, connecting with the source, Metatron, connect with the source. Keep your projects hidden. No one needs to know about these things. Bring peace to yourself. Bring peace to troubled waters. So for those of you that are going through these troubled waters right now, this is a powerful message, a message of manifestation. See the opportunities. See the lessons. You will not be within those troubled waters for long if you're able to learn quickly, if you're able to adapt quickly. All of these things will lead you to an energy of feeling more inspired, more wanting, more desirous for life. That will lead you towards your transformation, and it will bring about new ideas, ideas of change, ideas of greatness, ideas of true glory. So, group number 3, that is what I see here. I want to thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and give this video a like as well. Also support me on Patreon, seekers. Right now, membership for the Patreon is about $5 a month, and you get a lot for that. I do one weekly predictions reading. It's released every Saturday for the week ahead, predictions, what will happen. Also, you will be entered into the monthly raffle. The winner for June has already been announced, so congratulations to them. And so you have the opportunity of winning. This Patreon is fairly new. There's not a lot of patrons, so the opportunities for winning a private reading are high. I encourage you to go. The link is going to be below. Thank you for the ones that have already joined me and been with me for this month. I hope that you've enjoyed that exclusive content that you've unlocked. Thank you so much, and don't forget to comment below. And when you comment, make sure to put pick a card ideas, right? If you want a particular reading, or if you want me to do something or change something with the way that I do my readings, make sure to put pick a card ideas. That way I can search for you and find you easier. All right, so thank you so much, seekers. I love every single one of you. Thank you for your beautiful words. Bye-bye.